Okay, welcome back. El Burrito Aburrido here. We're gonna get right back into it. Literally 2 seconds. Ended one video, straight into the next. I am intrigued to find out what's happening. Things are actually happening now. So, 41 cycles. Man, it's been almost 10 cycles since my last video started. Okay, let me start the timer again. No, pause. Because we're not actually playing yet. Get some coffee while I wait. Delicious. Okay, we are back in. We have our full dice. We are low on health. There we go. We start timer now. But do we have any? We do. Can you take a 1? No. Okay. How about up this way? I guess these are always here. Nice. Because this is a good way to get some extra little monies, right? Oh, and I already have 2. I forgot. Nice. Okay, I don't have any more, so let's leave this. We're gonna go back over here. And then input data. And get some monies. I don't remember how much. 5, I think. Oh, 10. That's even better. Okay. Nice. Okie dokie. So we're gonna leave. Oh yeah, let's use another one back here. Let's interface. It's only +1. What about you? Oh no, I might be able to use you somewhere else. Yeah, we'll use this here. Okay. We need to keep that going as often as we can. They're out. They're out. There's no ships there yet. I did him one last cycle. We don't need that. Is he done yet? Oh, I do need food. Let's get some food. Okay. And then I don't remember what's going on in this area. Play tabla. They're both risky. I thought I had more with engineer. Did I not? Oh, I guess I don't have the +2 because I need more points. I need 3 points. Okay. 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 We're gonna go over here because I'm very intrigued about finishing this stuff. Or making more progress. I think I have one more to do in this. Oh, she's wanting to talk now? Hi! You spot Ankita on the track to the farm stack. She has a box on her shoulder and is working her way down the slope. She sees you as she approaches. Neither of you speak for a moment. She looks tired, pale, her hair is tangled and clumps of dirt clinging to her armor. You both eye each other. Ankita. She holds up a hand. Sleeper. She takes a deep breath. I'm sorry for what happened. Truly I am. I don't think so, because you didn't have to do it. She looks down. I'm sorry you ended up in the middle of all this, when all you have shown me is kindness. She rubs her face. I'm sorry. I must stay silent. I'm not going to say it's okay. For that, Sleeper, that... She stares at the floor. I'm sorry. She looks up and away, not meeting your eye. What you did is unforgivable. She looks at you. I understand. Ankita shifts the weight of the box on her shoulder. I've been preparing for, she grimaces. Look, she sighs. Can you come with me? It's easier if... If what? You see it. She finishes. It's just down the way. Ankita leads on down the dirt path between the pillars. There is a wind passing through the Greenway, a quirk of the air currents the biosphere maintains. I'm sorry, I'm reading this all weird. Ankita leads on down the dirt path between the pillars. There is a wind passing through. There's a wind passing through the Greenway, a quirk of the air currents the biosphere maintains, and it ruffles the leaves softly. The sound makes the silence more obvious, more complete. That flowed a lot better. You try not to think of the last time you were here. You've been trying not to think of it for the past few cycles. The image of the sleeper, sprawled, twisted open, connected to the ship mind, has been hard to forget. I bet we could have fixed it. You realize Ankita is leading you back there. back into the drum at the center of the stack. You pause, trembling a little. At the threshold, she turns. What are you doing? She looks at you with empty eyes. What needs to be done? You stand on the threshold and look up at the tanks, green and wet, some glowing with flickering grow lamps. You look down at Ankita, suddenly so small under this hulking ruin, the smallest she has ever looked. She places the box down. Follow her in. You follow Ankita into the stack through a low tank, entering the drum at ground level. It is just as beautiful as you remember, but it barely touches you. Instead, you check the apertures of the tanks with the glint of a weapon, or a shadow among the moss. Ankita stops, and you look down. The mossy island at the center of the tank is clear now, the equipment cleared away. In its place is a mound of dirt, loosely covered with moss. Ashton's rifle stands straight, half buried in the dirt at the grave's head. I buried them together, Ankita says without turning. You both stand there in silence for a little while. You think of questions you could ask, about Ashton, about the sleeper. How long did you know him? Was the sleeper dead? Stay silent. How long did you know? She takes a moment to respond, and for a moment you think she won't, but then the words come gushing out. He signed on a while ago. He used to run recon for a corporate outfit, but he got sick of the pay. He joined the crew as a sniper, and the first few jobs were a breeze. He was so cold, disconnected. He always hit his marks. The last few jobs, though, he was different. I noticed that. We'd had a period of extended short leave on the Eye, and when he came back, he was changed. I assumed he just had too much time off. He was right. I never would have given him the ship mine. I wouldn't have believed him. I've had crew members double-cross me, undercut me, rat me out. That's the business. He wasn't a good person. None of us in this job are. This is how we die. Alone. She stops, not sure of what to add. It seems like she's reaching for something, but she can't quite get there. You feel that gap between you, and as you do, it widens. The water drips, the moss trembles. You both stand in silence for a long while. Or for a while longer. Same thing. You both feel it. Life creeping back in, the silence ending. Ankita shifts her weight, and then starts to walk out. You follow her, suddenly eager to be back out in the open space of the Greenway, to be away from this place forever. You stand outside and breathe the fresh air. You stare at the green leaves, and the stars wheeling above them. That's it, says Ankita, from somewhere behind you. You try to think of something to say, but can't. Ankita puts a hand on your shoulder. You turn back to her. At least take this. She forces a handful of cryo chits into your hand. It's what I owe. She looks at you desperately. You look down at the metal bars. Ugly little things, you think. You take the chits in turn without saying a word. You continue up the track. She does not follow. As you walk up the rise, the wind picks up and the leaves shudder. You walk faster, trying to outpace your anger. The chits are heavy in your pockets, and you hate them for reminding you of how little a life is worth. So is that going to be the end of it with Ankita, maybe? Okay, we have 1 point. I want to get that self-repair going. Looks like this area is done. Okay. So let's go back up here. We can use... It says danger. +1 endure. Let's use this one. Get a scrap, so I can pull this back up at least. Okay, and then nothing else up here besides this, which we're not going to touch right now. Ooh, I forgot our mushrooms are done. I don't know why I need more. Do I see anything here? I don't remember. I don't think so. Let's just double check. Nope. Okay. Oh, the Commune. Yeah. Sci-Fi Commune. +3, +3, +1. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. Neutral outcome. Okay. We are gonna go back to our home. Okay. Oops, did I go too far? No, I didn't. Not far enough. There we go. Okay. We're halfway there. Oh my goodness. With this Maywick. Hope I can get this stuff done. We are going to use my scrap to fill this back up. And in this cycle, we have so much stuff. Okay. So we're gonna go... We have some good ones. Let's go, I'm gonna try this here. I don't know how much it matters, but I want to see... Nice. Okay, cool. We're gonna go back to the Greenway because I want to see if I can wrap up the commune. Oh, did I need... Yeah, I need more on this one. Yeah. Oh, cool. I got another fungus. 2 random rare mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, this one. Okay. 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1. They're both going to be the same. I don't know if it'll fill it up all the way or not, though. No. So we'll just use this other one. Okay, so this one's done. Let's pop out. Upgrades available. I have 2 points. Okay. So... Oh, it's expanded more stuff. Haifa dorm, so I don't have to go all the way back to sleep now. Awesome. I can go on whichever side I'm on. That is nice. Okay, so we popped in there. Let's see. Riko, head of the Haifa botany. You head down into the Haifa compound following a blue painted line that is labeled laboratories. Not laboratories, but laboratories. The member you were assigned to work with told you they'd asked to see you, but you still have no idea what about. The line takes you to a blue door, and through to a glass-roofed chamber where a network of stems and leaves filters the sunlight coming through the ceiling, casting the whole chamber in a strange yellow-green. Peaceful, isn't it? Distracted by the green, you miss the woman standing at a lab bench, camouflaged by the dappled light. Welcome to my sanctuary, she smiles. Come, let's talk, she says, and beckons you closer. Ooh. What is this place, or who are you? What is this place? Here. Here? These were processing centers for the agriculture of the old corporate station. She offers a hand to shake. I'm Riko. I run the botany program at Haifa. What is Haifa? She looks surprised. You've been working in the compound for a while now. I'm surprised you don't know more. She lifts a tiny sample jar. Yellow spores dance inside. Haifa lives off the land of the Greenway. It's what allows us to live like we do. No one here pays or is paid. We sleep here. We feed each other. We work for each other. Sorry, I was looking at my volume to make sure it's all correct. Okay. Riko walks away from the bench and waves for you to follow. She opens a small door and leads you down a glass corridor surrounded by vivid green. All this, she says, gesturing at this overgrowth, is a kind of miracle. She looks at you with bright eyes. What do you think usually happens to plants on stations like this, when they are abandoned? They die. Eventually, yes, they cannot live without intervention. She leads you left at a crossroads. But here, they endured. She smiles to herself. Actually, no, they thrived. You look at the bright tendrils wrapped around the metal frames of the corridor. They look dominant, strong, like they are taking control of this place. Riko continues. Of course, Solheim tried to create a stable biosphere here, patchworking the surface with gardens and algae tanks that feed into a network of microbial reclamation systems. But the Greenway was always envisioned as extractive, a place from which the harvest is removed and sold to those living on the station, not a closed loop. If you're working on the station, shouldn't you get your food for free? I don't know. For this reason, when the collapse came, the Greenway should have gone with it. Erlen himself was so convinced of it that his first colony never even came here to try to reclaim it. The Eye instead relied on outside favors and influences, shipments from the inner system, and small-scale agricultural systems like kelp and fungal farm stacks. And yet, here we are, among growth and decay, a biosphere flourishing. When Haifa came here, we expected to find only vacuum-dried stalks and leaves, and perhaps some fungal colonies hidden in the mulch. But we found a jungle. With this, Riko hits a button on the wall and leads you through a large pair of double doors into a huge, impossible chamber. It is every kind of green, from the pale algae tanks to the dark vines that surround them. It is wet too, a rarity on the eye. Condensation clouds the light from the high glass roof and gathers on the shiny broadleaves of shrubs. How? That is exactly our question. Riko turns to you, visibly excited by the room you're both standing in. It doesn't make sense, but in many ways the system has stabilized. Unlike the farm stacks closer to the gap, who need inputs to support their meager output, this place runs itself. Perhaps Solheim managed something new here. Perhaps they tweaked the plants, or built new systems buried deep below us. Or perhaps their collapse caused some fortunate cascade, an unlikely chemical reaction within the biosphere. That's what I'd like you to help me find out. She turns to you, her forehead wet with dew. Me? Aren't you the botanist? Absolutely. Absolutely. Astutely noticed. But I don't need a botanist. Riko sits on a railing. These halls run deep, sleeper, and I'm getting old. She stamps her foot on the metal grating of the walkway. Oh, excuse me. Whatever is causing this, it's to be found in the groves deep in the Greenway. Hyper won't spare anyone for an expedition. It's too dangerous and unnecessary, they say. I can make the case, but I can't get the boats. You sleepers are hardy beings. I know that much, and you can speak to the eye, uncover secrets in ways I never can. She holds out an arm so you can help her stand. Bring me samples, spores, seeds, and blooms. Ooh, I have a seed! And then what's this other one? Caps, okay. I don't have any spores. I just have stuff. Okay. Bring me samples, spores, seeds, and blooms. I can grow them in the lab and study them. The deeper they are found, the better. And if I don't want to, then go on sleeping in the dorms and eating in the canteen. I can't make you. Riko leads you back out of the huge chamber and up through the passages. She's a little slower now and stumbles on the steps. You help her where you can. It's good to have new blood in the commune, she says. Many of us have been here a long time, and if you come through. She settles back at her bench in the lab, stretching her legs. You go to leave. Come back if you find something, sleeper, she calls. There are discoveries to be made, and you follow the blue line back up out of the compound, all the time thinking of that impossible magical dream. Yes, we're going back in because I got a seed. Okay, deliver spores. Riko has asked for a sample of spores from the deep groves of the Greenway. With them, she might better understand how this biosphere functions. Spore study. Riko needs spores to study the strangely resilient biosphere that has formed around the Greenway. How is this place thriving? I thought you said I can bring you anything. Do I have to do spores first, and then I can do a seed? This is stupid. I have a seed now. Pop back into the commune. What's in here? Commune members are expected to turn up for work assignment, and in return, their needs will be met. All are treated equally. I only have one more dice left, so I don't know what I want to do yet. Up this way is the wastes. I think that's where I get my scrap, right? Yes, let's get more scrap. Give me scrap. Thank you. Okay. Now I don't have to go all the way home. This is nice. So let me input my scrap. And then we will end the cycle. And then pop back out. Okay. I need food. Let's see. First things first. We will input for some scrap. Oh, no. I don't want to use this one, but I have to. We'll use these other ones on... Okay. Dang. Okay, well this day's gonna suck. I need food. I need more scrap too. Okay. I don't think I can see anything here yet. Even though she said something about the eye. Yeah, okay. I need to go to this side. Because I need to look at these guys. Oh, perfect. Get some monies. I don't know how much I even have, but... Okay, got that one. Use a 3. And if I'm playing this wrong. I apologize to anybody watching. Oh, and this is a 2. Sweet. I was able to get all of them. Okay, I think that was it for right now. There. Yeah. Oh no, there's one more. What is this one? Okay. Okay, so let's turn this back on. We're gonna go here. We will input the data. Go to the low end. I thought I had... Oh, I got more of these. Where the heck am I supposed to spend those? The cache raw data from Haven Age hardware. Jeez. Okay, well I got some money. I have lots of money. Oh, and my freighters are back. Okay. Offloading goods. I can't do this. Hold on. What's on this one? I can buy scrap 3 times. And this one pays. Well, I can't do anything, so all I can do is buy. So that's scrap. What was the other one? Was it scrap as well? Oh, ship mine fragments. I'm not really worried about that right now. Yeah, let's go buy 1, 2, I need 3 pieces of scrap. And that's what I can buy here, so we're gonna do that. +1 scrap allowance. I want scrap, not ship mine. Who give me pieces? Oh my freaking goodness. Ugh. Okay. Whatever. Oh, nope, wrong way. Let me go in here. It only gave me 1 piece. Well, I mean... Still need another one. It's gonna drop. And I need food. I hit the wrong button. Damn it. I didn't mean to end cycle. I was gonna go get food. Shit. Yes. Oh my goodness. What the hell? Okay, let's find food. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I can't do anything with this. Let me get some food and then we're gonna... Okay. I guess we can do this again. If it even lets me. Okay. This is convenient. Very convenient. Oh, what a day. Yeah. That's a 2. Oh, what the hell? That's a 2. There was another one over here, but I guess they changed. Nothing else? No. Okay. Okay, well let's go into the low end and see what I can do with these. Okay. Okay. C'est la vie. That is life. Okay. I don't have any more scrap, but I can't keep losing dice. So I'm gonna use my emergency. Okay. And then we're gonna end cycle. Oh my goodness, those are shit dice. Okay. Let's go down here, I guess, and see what I can do here, if anything. Probably should have used somewhere else, but that's okay. Okay, so that's good. Now let me go back into this, because I know we have other ones. I'll just do this. I don't know what I need to find out what to use those for. I have no idea. Oh my goodness. Maybe I always get Haven Age with that one. I'm sorry, I probably do. I don't know what to do with them. I don't think I've ever seen a place to use those at. Okay, so that's all that. Let's go... Oop, nope, that's, yeah, not what I want. This is... Okay. Oh, I have 3. I can make a ship mind. Nice. No. Okay. Jeez. Okay, so the only thing I can do at this point is get some food. Can I buy anything from you? Nope. And the other one's gone for 8 cycles. Jeez. Oh, hold on. Something going on up here. Tracking Havenage. Oh, yes! Okay. Tabla room. The Tabla room in the Tambor houses some of the best players in low end. This is serious, high stakes only play. So I guess what I... Yeah, that's right. What I did, I didn't pop back in when I finished it. Hand in gum box. Yes, please! Oh, finally progress. You feel stupid doing this, but the penguin says, take me to Tambor, and this is the only Tambor you can find. Nice. Progress. Okay, so we're gonna pop out real quick, and then pop back in. Oh, no we don't. Tambor. Yathagan Run Tea House. As you go to leave the Tambor tea house, a hand falls on your shoulder. It's Fang! Oh my goodness, our long lost buddy! Sleeper! Fang hisses from behind you. Sorry, he's hissing. Sleeper! Sleep! Anyway, how did you find me? The penguin. Hardin has your hardware. Penguin? What are you... He thinks from Senate. Oh, you mean he minds throwing gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically, but... He cringes. Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit. Fang guides you down a set of stairs to one of the Tambor's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces busily off the metal walls. Fang sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name. The tea house part is a bit of a misnomer though. You can get anything the eye offers in this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth, itself old-fashioned from some of old salvage tank container, lined with spongy insulation film, and collapses into it. He looks around you. He looks around furtively. Furtively? Don't suppose you've seen any Haven-Age types. They don't usually come out this far. Fang, what's going on? Well, I'm suspended. That's the first thing. And the second thing is I'm pretty sure Hardin wants to drop me off the rim of the eye. He grins. Doesn't bother me though. It shows we hit a nerve back there. He picks a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? What's the plan? Why are you so calm looking at the menu? Why are you so calm? You know any reason I shouldn't be? He leans in, suddenly concerned, but then waves the idea away. Hold that thought. Let's order first. Fang is right. The menu is ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed, without a price, as a seasonal specialty. So you ran into Hardin. Was he pissed? Fang doesn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that Erlin would approve of his meritocratic bullshit. Meritocratic. He taps on the table. If Havenage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting who dared to mention true citizens. He sighs. But I guess his kind run the place now. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns up at the booth. A slate in hand. Your order? She skims the menu. You skim the menu. Your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. A girode meat, a sambar arak, kelp infusion. Let's do kelp infusion. She nods and notes it, and you, she begins, looking at Fang. When she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Fang shrinks a little. You're supposed to be working. This is your shift. He grins sheepishly. You work here? Fang waves you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Wave, nod, cough. Fang doesn't look pleased. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointing at Fang. And only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table and walks off. What? Fang stretches out in the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in, this is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember that web of connections that Hardin hinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators. And if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up to on the eye, those are the people we have to find. Fang is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end. And well, almost everywhere in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so that when anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they are marked, we can break through their access protocols and get at the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first, hence me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, and so far I've had no matches in this place. With the two of us, we can cover more ground. What am I getting into? Well, Fang has a hangdog look. We need to get you out and about in the low end, in close proximity to as many people and residences as possible. And it turns out my friend Minji needs some help with deliveries. As in Minji Express. You're already working there. So you already know him. Perfect. Fang places a tiny receiver on the table. I'm curious. Side note here. Everybody knows Minji, which isn't a big deal, I guess, because we are literally on a station in space. But what if this Minji is like at the head of some big conspiracy? Anyway, back to reading. So you already know him. Perfect. Fang places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you get near any of our targets. So all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Minji, and soon enough we'll have the place covered. Fang, don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tips. He grins. We're in this together, right? Are we? Yes! You think Hardin is happy to have you wandering around the place? He might have let you wander off for now, but I'm sure he has his eye on you. This is on you too. Fang slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head on up to Minji Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. If you manage to find anyone and attract any data, bring it right down here to me. They have me on double shifts, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past, carrying a tray of drinks, and sharply catches Fang's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. I think it's time we call this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket. See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe, Fang adds before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. Okay, I have Haven age information now, so I'm wondering if that's... Yes, I have 7 of those bad boys. I ain't waiting no damn tables or nothing. Doing deliveries. The tea house's enforcer signals for a hacker to come out for the upload. Their eyes widen as the data streams onto their system. I wonder if it says the same thing each time. Yes. Okay. I wonder how many times I have to do this. Well, at least I know where to spend it. Okay, so that's all taken care of. I can't do anything else right now. I need to eat, though. Minji. Oh, well, you're not gonna let me eat either. But there's my targets. Low end. Yeah, okay. Let me get some food real quick. Making monies, which is good. I'm also getting hungry. Oh, it's 6:13. I gotta pause for just a second. I had to go ask my husband a question. We were gonna go to an event for fireworks and stuff tonight, but he is not feeling up to it, so it's okay. When it gets darker, we'll just watch fireworks from here. Anyway, what was I doing? Food. I've already got food. No more dice. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now. Yeah, you won't let me buy more. Let's see. Nothing there. Rabia's office. I think this is dice as well, yeah. There's more stuff to do. You can get 150 for the ship mine. And then the Paz knows a spacer who will take my Cynthia out to the star of the 80 for 3 batches. I only have 1. Okay. I have to remember mushrooms. I go to the Ort Fabricator. Put these in. Cause I didn't. Did I buy scrap? I think I bought scrap, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have a ship mine. I don't know if I'll need another one, but okay. We got that. I have tons of money. We are going to go back here and end this day. I'm still in a good spot here. This guy's getting closer. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, so in roughly 20 minutes, yeah, when I end this video, I'm going to get me some food. But I think I'm going to keep going because I am ensnarled in it now. How many do we have? We've got even more. Okay, so these are some decent dice. Can't do anything here at the moment. So let's go to the Mings. I need to do 6. What is the other one though? Rabia. Yeah. Rabia, not Rabia. Oh my goodness. However you feel about Yatakin, it seems working with Rabia is your best chance to get an insight into the organization. My goodness. Does this give me a 100% chance? Ooh, I can get scrap components with the other one and complete it. Yatakin can perform many roles from protection to logistics and everything between. You never know what you may have to face on a patrol. Yatakin operates on an in-kind basis. You are told and tithes of goods or services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. Let's try this and see what we get. If I get a piece of scrap, that would be great. Oh, -1 on condition though. Okay. But I didn't. Plus scrap components, minus condition. I didn't lose condition, which is nice. I was worried though. I don't think I'm going to do that again. Okay, we got one there. Let's do one here with Ming. This is... I think this is just to make money. This is the one I need to do to complete Fang's thing. We'll do this one. Okay. Now we're gonna turn on the eye. I don't need more money. I don't think. But all these low ones aren't good for anything else, in my opinion. Not with my abilities being so low at the moment. I don't want to use the 3 there. I think I have a 2 that needs a 3. Oh no, I got them all used up last time. Okay. No, we got one more here. What do you use? 3? Yep. Okay, we'll use this one. Okay. We're gonna leave. Close that. Go here. Put this one in and get some more money. And I guess I have enough money at this point that I can, where's Fang? This one? I think so. Yes. Yeah, I have enough money at this point that I can just buy the stabilizer. Okay. So, yeah, let's just buy a stabilizer. Okay, and at this point, we're gonna hope that we get some better dice. I don't have any scrap. I do have my stabilizer. I don't need to use it once I think this one disappears. That's when I'm gonna use it. So it wouldn't be this day. The next cycle when I wake up. No, I'd want to use it now. Because when I wake up next cycle, it takes this away, then fills the dice. Okay. So we're good at the moment though, because I might get some scrap. Those aren't exactly good dice. Let's go back to the other side. I think I need to work on this one. Oh no, that's the spores. Hold on. My spores. Nope. Okay. Should have used it on this one. I wasn't even thinking. Neutral outcome. Oh, dang it. I meant this one. What is that? Okay. I inhaled glittering powder. Did it do anything for me? That would probably give more caps. Dang it. Okay, so I may or may not get anything here. Okay. I don't know how many spores I need to give her. Let's find out. May just be the one, because I'm messing this all up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Saper, you warm my heart with these still. Thank you. I do need more. Okay, let's see if I can get more. Okay, and this one probably isn't going to do anything. 50-50. No. Oh, you took my energy. You douchebag. That's okay. Let me give her another spore. I messed all of that up. Okay. Now, anything else? So I guess I just don't talk to her anymore, huh? To Ankita. Okay, can I get food around here? Barter for food, yes. go to sleep. That's gonna disappear. So I didn't get more scrap. Oh, well, yeah, I don't think I can buy scrap anywhere. I think that's on a cycle. Right? Alright, we're gonna go to the other side. I got so much going on. Let's make my head hurt. This one I can give him more mushrooms. I only have 2. Never mind. Okay. Could that be a... That's food. Oh yeah, yeah, can't do anything. Okay. That's fine. This one's out. Yeah. Okay. So then I will use my pill. My stabilizer. So it needs to be full. Okay, end cycle. Okay. Let's go dark. Just doing these because it gives me extra money, which enables me to. Oops, I don't need that. Enables me to buy a stabilizer still. So maybe this go round, I'm not going to worry about scrap because I don't have really good dice for it. Oh, need to leave. Okay, one more. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Okay. So we have one of those. How many of these do I need to do? That was only one. Okay, we're gonna use that other one somewhere else. What am I looking for? Oh, down here. Yeah. This on the other end. How many of these do I have? 2. Yeah, I'm wanting one more. Okay, so I think at this point. Oh yeah, because I might get scrap. That's the thing. All their needs are met. All are treated equally. Oh no, it just gives me energy. So this would be a good place for energy. Okay. This one here, the wastes. Okay, that's scrap, which is fine. I don't need it right now though. The scientist. Oh, she needs one more. That's right. Okay. Crap. We're gonna do this. Spores. We need to collect spores. Not Griole caps. Okay. Let me get this one going. Oh, I got 2. That's nice. Okay. So that's that one. And we're gonna go back in. Okay. Sleeper! Riko greets you without so much as looking up from her work. I have some of yours here. Come see. She beckons you over to a heavyweight-looking console, wired to a series of specimen jars, some of which contain your spores. Where did you get this? What does it say? This, would you believe, she smiles, was a Solheim console built to analyze the nutrient contents of the Greenway crop. Sci-Fi have been using these for decades now, although sometimes they need a little tender care. You look at the machine, patched with whole offcuts, the gaps between which reveal a tangled nest of hiring. If you're honest, it looks like it has received a lot of care. The spores you have here are a real cocktail, a selection of types within the groves, but I've been able to isolate a few. She taps one of the specimen jars. Here we have Tricholoma, Matsutake. Riko breezes through the Latin and Japanese pronunciation as if it was nothing. A species Solheim somewhat modified for use on the station. She brings up a panel on her console showing a chemical composition. All gradiented bars and obtuse acronyms. This is the composition of the Solheim modified Matsutake spores. Am I supposed to understand that? Modified. Here we go. Yes, every species on the eye is a tweaked variant of Solheim's, of course, but that's not the point. Riko brings up another panel, identical in layout, but with widely different colors and numbers. You see, this is what your Matsutake spores look like. They aren't the same. That's the conclusion, yes. Riko glances at the specimen jar as if it might have something to add. They are fundamentally the same spores, but they carry different chemicals, different signals. She leans back and sighs. Solheim may have introduced their own tweaked versions in the beginning, but the groves have, and still are, affecting them. Affecting them how? It's hard to tell without samples of fully grown mushrooms. She meets your eye, and herein lies our problem. She moves to another desk where two trays sit side by side. The first contains nothing but plant mulch. The second you smell before you even look at it, the pungent aroma of the fruiting Matsutake, like rotting, sodden overalls, laced with an edge of spice. The Matsutake here are grown from Solheim stalks, pulled from a spore vault in this complex. She winks. They are delicious, by the way. She sets them aside. The empty tray is germinated with the spores she collected. No activity, no germination, nothing. But the groves are full. Yes, they are. Riko looks at you directly, and you suddenly realize how much she is enjoying this. So here is our puzzle, Sleeper. Spores from the groves won't grow in the lab. But gathering fruiting bodies from the groves is too unpredictable. We need to grow a fruiting body from some of these spores, so we can track it, understand it. In short, I need you to become my mushroom farmer. I already started. Riko looks impressed. Well, an eager mycologist, sorry. I'd never have guessed. I assumed you set yourself up in the aviary. I've been eyeing that place up for its proximity to the groves. Bring me whatever grows, not just Matsutake. There's more than a couple of variants in there, so I'll need plenty of samples. She plucks a Matsutake cap from the tray. These little things are reflections of their conditions, their smell, their taste, their chemistry. It all derives from the conditions of their growth. She smells the cap. Enough of these and we'll have a picture of what is happening here, of the ways in which this biosphere is modifying itself, or being modified, whichever the case may be. Riko pops the Matsutake cap in her mouth, taking you by surprise. And don't worry, Sleeper, she says while softly chewing. If this turns out to be a dead end, I'll make sure that not a single mushroom will go to waste. Okay, well, I have mushrooms. So, let me bring you mushrooms. Oh, nice. You only need one. Got it. You hand over the caps and Riko looks pleased. My amateur mycologist, thank you. And then the other one is the Matsutake. Oh, no, these are Giroles. Those are the Matsutake, the other side. Girole. Beautiful. Riko gushes as you hand over the golden caps. You've never seen anyone so excited about mushrooms. Oh, I need to do this several times. Nice. I don't have enough of these, though. I can finish it out with this one, though. That's cool. Good thing I had all these mushrooms. So earlier when I accidentally harvesting, whatever, doing this all wrong, it was for a good cause. Okay, so this is done. Let me exit out, and we'll go back in. Nice. Riko meets you at the entrance to the lab, leaning on her crutch with a glint in her eye. Walk with me, Sleeper. I'd like to tell you a story. She makes her way down the corridor that leads back up towards the main commune building. When people first crossed what we call Founder's Gap into the Greenway, they did so against the wishes of Andre Erlin. At the time, Erlin was trying to stabilize the Union and establish control over the Eye in the wake of Solheim's collapse. It was chaos. Competing factions, failing systems, so many dead and injured from the riots. That was his priority. Why? Erlin was interested in people, not plants. He was a pragmatist, and for good reason. You both crossed through a glass-roofed tunnel, the Greenway outside crowded with vines and branches, dappling the light. Erlin had written the Greenway off, cut off from the rest of the station, and linked to a broken spoke. He claimed it was only a matter of time before everything here would die. He refused to let anyone abandon their duty to the Union and cross. They were traitors to the cause. Or as good as. Riko continues, making her slow but steady way into the inner gardens of the commune. There weren't many of us, but we believed what was here was worth saving. We had to keep our plan secret until we crossed, and some of us left people behind. She pauses to catch her breath, her voice cracking. It is difficult to know if from effort or emotion. What we found was a disaster, nothing like what you see here. Half of the Greenway was leaking oxygen into space. The plants flash frozen. The other half was a swamp of mulch, as decaying matter clogged every system. We worked hard, we lost good people, we cleaned up and closed up, but it was never going to be enough. After many, many cycles, we all knew this place was doomed, but we kept on working, talking less and less because we couldn't face it. We all developed a death wish. If the Greenway was going to die, so would we. What changed? Everything, Riko smiles. We crossed some invisible boundary, tipped some biological scale, and the Greenway started to recover. Plants flowered, crops sprouted. For the first time, we reaped the fruits of our labor. Riko smiles, looking up at you. We thought it was us, that we managed to do just enough to end the cycle of decay. I thought we had saved the Greenway, until today. You pass into the grow beds of the commune, rich with hustle and bustle of Haifa members planting and harvesting. For a while, Riko is quiet, and you will simply observe the hypnotic movements of their work crews, the eager chatter washing over you like a wave. Riko smiles to herself. I should have known, of course, that our arrogance was unfounded, but we needed to believe back then. We needed a myth to bring more people across the gap. You both move into a smaller corridor, Riko following some direction unknown to you. What you have shown me is that, back then, the Greenway saved us, not the other way around. Tell me, have you ever consumed one of the matsutake or giroli caps you have been growing? Yes, we have, in a soup. I imagine they were delicious, nutritious, almost uniquely so, she muses. After all, they were designed for you. Interesting. Riko has a mischievous look. At first, I thought it was the location they were grown in that made the mushrooms from the aviary, from the labs, or from the grove different to each other. But what I have come to understand is that it is perhaps the person growing them. The matsutake and giroli caps you brought me are totally unique, containing compounds never usually found in similar specimens in my possession. Many of these compounds aren't even digestible for humans, but for a sleeper like you... Riko smiles as she leads you into the internal garden of the commune, where the Haifa members have planted species from all over the Greenway. Back when the tide turned, when the Greenway started to recover, we all felt something, a response. It was as if this place was not just alive, as a force is alive, but alive in other ways. Communicative, responsive. We shrugged it off at the time, but now I understand why. Riko stops and turns to you. This place is responding to us, adapting itself to us. It is growing fruit bodies for you, for me. It is adapting, changing. It is, in short, displaying all the signs of sentience. The Greenway is sentient? Perhaps not the Greenway, but the ecosystem itself, or something within it. Riko sits on a bench within the peaceful gardens and gestures for you to join her. When you have been growing the grioles and the matsutakes in the aviary, those species so familiar to the Greenway, have you discovered any others? Yes, actually, these club head caps and a seed. Oh, well, no, I got the seed from something else. Riko can barely contain her excitement. I should like to see those. Please bring me some next time you are here. Yeah, it's this one here. Yeah. You look around the garden, amazed at the sense of peace within it. Riko interrupts the silence. There is a species of mushroom that I haven't seen in years. It is dark, short, shaped like a club. It's not those, because those aren't short. Maybe it is. I don't know. We first found it in those early days when we were working to save this place. It was around the time that we started to lose our first members. They were succumbing to some infection, some mold growing deep in the dark mulch that drowned this place. At that point, we thought we were lost. And then these mushrooms emerged from that same black mold. We tested them and saw that they contained some compounds that counteracted the mold. They contained an antidote. Of course, as a botanist, I saw this as part of the natural process of this ecosystem, even if the timescale seemed absurdly short. But what I'm wondering is if that antidote was a gift. Riko meets your eyes. Perhaps if you are patient, you will receive your gift too, sleeper. You both sit for a while. Riko seemingly done telling stories for today. You watch the light playing off the leaves and plants around you and wonder What forces could be at play in this place? After a while, you stand and leave, with a quiet nod to Riko, leaving her to her memories. Interesting. I'm gonna go back in because I think I can give you these mushrooms. Yes. 1. I just happen to have 3. 2. 3. Okay. Now we're gonna go back in and talk some more. Riko is at her bench, running small vials of some liquid through an old chemical analysis machine. The whirring of the spinning drum fills the lab with white noise, and you aren't sure if she notices you approach. Sleeper, it's good to see you. She looks up smiling. This little project of ours has been keeping me awake the past few cycles, but right now, well, I think I have something. Oh, my timer went off. We're gonna finish this. What is it? The drum finishes spinning, and Riko lifts a vial from it, holding it up to the light. This is something I extracted from those club heads you've been bringing me, and according to my analysis, is a substance totally unique on the Greenway. You look at the small amount of liquid in the vial. Any idea what it might be? Riko asked without looking away from the vial. Stabilizer! That would be awesome. Riko nods. You aren't the first sleeper to come through here. Perhaps I should have mentioned that earlier. Riko's tone suddenly drops, changing the atmosphere in the lab immediately. I just thought, she pauses, thinking very carefully of how to continue. I just wanted you to trust us. What do you mean? She sighs. They came through a fair few cycles ago. We found them wandering in the broken section near the gap. The members who brought them in had never seen one of you before. They were terrified of this strange person, wandering in from open vacuum. They were quieter than you and damaged. We did our best to patch them up and welcome them to the Commune. I only really spoke to them once, while I was working on their wounds along with a couple of systems engineers. She looks nervously at you. I'd never seen a body like that before. I took some readings, some samples. Samples? You have to understand, I was curious. I didn't know what I was looking at. I just took a little of the damaged material, less than a thumbnail. She shifts her weight to her crutch. The next cycle, they were gone. They took a little food and hiked up towards the wild margins, where the Greenway meets the wastes. Someone saw them in the distance, but that was it. They disappeared into the overgrowth. I wonder if one of those sleepers was the one that Ashton fell in love with. She sits down heavily, the vial in her hand. When I saw you, I wanted things to be different. I wanted to keep you here rather than let you disappear into wherever they ended up. She smiles to herself. Yes, I wanted to understand this place better, but I also wanted to help you. It seems that somehow, both my wishes have come true at once. She holds out a hand with the vial. This is for you. You take the stabilizer. The glass is cold and smooth in your palm. How? Those club head caps made it for you. Or at least, who or whatever made those club heads. She starts to clear her bench. It was right there, contained in their tissue. I only had to extract it. I imagine you understand how incredible that is. I learned enough from that sleeper to know that your body, your frame is it, runs on some exotic technology. Exotic technology that has a time limit built in. Somehow, the Greenway knows that too. It understands your physiology much better than I ever could. It knows how to treat you. Nice. Just like that miraculous antidote that sprung from the mold, so too has this sprung from your presence here. The Greenway is speaking to you. It is welcoming you. She looks up. I know it sounds crazy, but I know it to be true. Here's the evidence. And what I also know is it is no longer speaking to me. Even after decades here, I have never seen this kind of response. Not since the antidote so many cycles ago. She smiles. So I'm going to make you a deal. Oh my goodness, I better not have to buy this shit from you. You bring me as many clubheads as you like, I'll extract the stabilizer and give it to you freely. Yes. But you have to tell me what the Greenway says. You have to speak with it, to dig into it, to find what being is at the center of it. I've traveled as far as I can. I need you to do the rest. Can you do that? Yes. Riko sighs with relief and deflates into her chair. Thank you. I'm sorry for the other sleeper. Truly I am. I'm sorry I couldn't have done more. But I'm so glad I met you. She smiles. You are welcome here any time. Riko falls silent. She looks smaller now, more fragile, and you realize how old she must be to have seen the collapse firsthand. You idle a little in the lab, in case she asks for anything else, but she remains silent until you drift back into the tunnel. Thoughts of that other sleeper and where they ended up, weighing on your mind. Nice! Grow your own, become self-sufficient through botany. Heck yeah. So now, oh, my seed. The only way to understand what Gardner gave you is to grow it. Riko is incredibly excited by the prospect. Yes. Oh my goodness. Finally. How many cycles? Go out. Now what do I have to do to it? Gardner's gift. The seed is planted and Riko is an attentive mother to it. Wait, or what future is forming there? 8 cycles. Oh my goodness. Okay. I have spores. Do I want to plant spores? I don't know if I need to plant spores. Hold on. Do I need to do anything else up here? I have to move the bathroom so bad. With a couple of club head caps, Riko can extract the miraculous stabilizer they produce. The hard thing to read. Okay, so I have a way to do stabilizer now. Do I get the club heads from here, though? I think that's where I have to get them. I don't know if growing them myself is gonna yield me those, but we shall see. The old growth of the aviary has created a rich medium in which you can place the spores from the groves. They'll grow well here. So hopefully it's not the same kind of mushroom over and over. I do need more spores. Okay, so I think we're good for now. Man, I got lots of monies. We are going to end the cycle, end this video. I have to use the restroom. My eyes are floating. But then we will get back into it because I am really loving this. Oh my goodness, look at those beautiful dice. We're going to resume because I don't want to lose any progress. Let's go back in. Okay. Quit to menu. I know. Okay, so that's it for this episode. This is El Burrito Aburrido signing off, aka the Bored Burrito. We will see you in the next video. Y'all have a wonderful day.